Good afternoon, welcome to the Midday Mull for Saturday the 6th of February. Reading in Genesis 39, Joseph, hated by his brother, had been sold to slave traders by them. Verse 1, now Joseph had been taken down to Egypt. Potiphar, an Egyptian who was one of Pharaoh's officials, the captain of the guard, bought him from the Ishmaelites who had taken him there. So he sold into slavery. The Lord was with Joseph so that he prospered, and he lived in the house of his Egyptian master. When his master saw that the Lord was with him and that the Lord gave him success in everything he did, Joseph found favor in his eyes. Things go wrong because he resists Potiphar's wife and he gets thrown into prison. In prison, the same kind of thing happens. We're told at the end of the chapter, but while Joseph was there in the prison, the Lord was with him. He showed him kindness and granted him favor in the eyes of the prison warden. So the warden put Joseph in charge of all those held in the prison, and he was made responsible for all that was done there. The warden paid no attention to anything under Joseph's care because the Lord was with Joseph and gave him success. Now Joseph was not happy, and certainly he would take whatever opportunity he could to get out. When in the next chapter he speaks to the wine steward of the king, he says to him, when you get out of here, because God's going to get you out, remember me. And he says to him, I was forcibly carried off from the land of the Hebrews, and even here I've done nothing to deserve being put in a dungeon. So he's clear that his situation is wrong, his situation is unjust, he doesn't deserve it. And yet, reading between the lines here, whatever he's given to do, he does well. And because he's doing it well, God's blessing it. And because God's blessing it, he's gaining favor. And as we go through life, we cannot always choose our situation, and often we cannot change our situation. The only thing we can control is our attitude. And we can be like Joseph, that we can be caught in situations not of our own doing, not something we like, not something that is good, that we can recognize the injustice and the wrongness of it, and yet our attitude can be, well, I will make the best of it. I will do whatever I have to do in this situation. I will do it well, because that's what I do. And in the same way that Potiphar noticed Joseph's blessing, the prison warden noticed that God is with Joseph. The other prisoners noticed that Joseph was in this responsible position and a person of integrity. I pray that people will notice the difference in us. That no matter what our situation, our attitude will always be one that is attractive and winsome, and people will see it and say, they've got something. And that as we give of our best, we will be blessed in the same way that Joseph was. So whatever your situation, if it is good or if it is bad, know that God is with you there. And if you can't change your situation for the better, do the best you can within the situation. If that's all we can do, God is with us and God works through us. Know that, know God's presence, and be blessed.